And finally, it's here. After so much anticipation, we are now able to play City Skylines 2. I have already played CS1 for more than 2000 hours, and now I'm extremely excited to start my journey here. The initial impression of the game? It looks amazing. The game has really stepped up from its predecessor. There are a lot of changes and improvements in the game, but the developers managed to keep the same notion of City Skylines 1. Of course, there are still few issues in the game related to performance, but I'm sure over the period the developers will be able to fix them. But definitely, this game is built for future. It will keep getting better with a lot of more content in the next upcoming months and years. So I'm looking forward to all those developments. Today, we will start with a new city. We'll use the Barrier Island map. On the right side, you can see different stats. For me, I didn't like the snow texture much, so I wanted to have a map with a warm climate and decent size buildable area. This map has both, so we'll go with this map. I will keep the name as Indian place, but please suggest me some name for this city in the comment section. So let's quickly take a look at the map. This is a fairly flat map, and it will be fun to build different towns and cities around this map. Also, landscape tool is now free to use, so we can terraform the map wherever needed. Also, before we start, let's quickly look at my graphic settings. I have a decent gaming PC, but still I'm keeping my graphic settings to medium for better performance. I'm not gonna lie, but with medium settings also, the game looks surprisingly good. You can screenshot the settings if required. You can reduce the texture quality and level of details to improve the performance, and don't forget to disable that depth of field. So now let's begin our journey in City Skylines 2 and build our first roads. I'm using this 4-lane road here. 2-lane and 4-lane roads are already unlocked at the start of the map. Let's add a roundabout and extend the road. On this side, I'm planning to put an industrial zone. And we can make this land into a residential and commercial zone on the left side. It's amazing to see how these roads interact with the roundabout. The road tool is now significantly improved in this game. It will save so much time in road building. You can see that it takes just 4 to 5 seconds to build an entire grid. Also, making road connections is now much easier. Now we can upgrade this 2-lane roads to 4-lane. We'll also try to keep the flat land for the initial phase. We'll add some layering later in the city, but initially I want to keep it as flat as possible. So let's flatten the land using the landscaping tool, and then let's add this roads back. First, we will need to add some roads for the industrial zone. We can add these roads here. Initially, we will just make one small grid. We'll unlock some tiles after we reach the first milestone. So once we unlock those tiles, we will expand these grids. Here, I will be making a service area, and initially we can put a small coal power plant so we can power our city. Let's place that first. Also, you can see the wind direction. In City Skylines 2, it is important to check for the wind direction while planning the location of any polluting buildings, because that can affect the citizens and overall happiness rating. Next, we will also place a transformer here and connect it with the main power line. Now we have to place water and sewage connection for the city. So let's look at the direction of water flow, and we can place a water pumping station. This looks like a safe location for it. Great, we have unlocked the first milestone, that is Tiny Village. With each milestone unlock, we will get a few development points, map tiles and some extra cash. We can unlock different services and buildings using these development points. Here we will first unlock the roundabouts so that we can build some large roundabouts in the city. So now let's continue with pumping station. We can add this connection for now. We don't require to add the pipe separately since the supply flow will be under the road for sewage, water and electricity. Here we can place our sewage outlet and we can connect it to the main road using sewage pipes. Now let's buy some tiles. We have 3 available tiles. We will first buy these 2 tiles so that we can expand our industrial zone on this land. Now let's build some grids on this side. We'll mainly have industrial zone, and I'm also planning to put a landfill in the center of the industrial zone. Let's add a similar grid on this side as well, but this time we will change the orientation so that we can add some curves. Now let's make these connections. In the center we can place our landfill. Also, this is a really impressive change which City Skylines 2 has brought. You can draw the size and shape of the industry area like landfills and farms, and this will really help give a realistic feel to your city. You just need to pull those points and there is a circle in which you can expand those areas. Let's now add some residential zones here, and we will put some commercial zoning on the side. We'll also add some industrial zones on this side. We'll only fill few places. Let's unpause the game now. The construction animation looks impressive. You can see cranes moving and the walls are being built. But I also love the animation from CS1. Talking about the performance, I guess initially the game will run decently until a certain population number is hit. After that it might bring some performance issues. So people with low config PCs can simply build the city while the game is paused and later run the simulation and wait for some time till the city is built. Okay, so now let's add some more roads on this part. We can make it a medium density housing. Also, we require medical services. So I will extend this road and we will place a medical clinic on this corner. We will also place other service building in the similar area. Let's also build some more roads on this side. We need death care. So here we will just create one box where we can add a cemetery. This cemetery is a type of asset which has a lot of props placed in the building. So if you try to move around this asset quickly, then you can experience the frame rate drop. Now let's flatten this land and add some more roads. We have demand for commercial zone, so we will add some grids here and we will add some commercial zoning for those grids. Also, this demand bar has more things than the previous game. Okay, great. So we have reached milestone 2, that is small village. We got 2 development points now. So we can unlock the crematorium. and the emergency battery station, because eventually I want to have the solar power plant for green energy. This progression system is quite important, and that will affect the way you build your city. So you need to spend your development points wisely. And before we go ahead, let's buy some more tiles. We can buy 5 tiles. Now let's add some more roads on this empty land. I'm so happy to use this road tool. I just can't stop pressing it. It's so much fun and it reduces so much effort for building the roads. Also, it will be so much fun to build highway interchanges, because that was pain in City Skylines 1. So definitely this tool is my favorite thing right now in City Skylines 2. So quickly I will flatten this land and build some more road. So I will skip this part. Now we require education for our citizens. We have elementary and high schools available. So we will add a road here and we can place our elementary school first. All these buildings are upgradable, which is a wonderful thing. Initially we don't require upgrades, but as your population grows, you can upgrade those buildings, and that also means that you don't require to put the same building again and again. And here we will place our high school. Maybe we will change the orientation. And we have this signature buildings. These unlock after certain criteria are met, and it can provide some buffs to their surroundings. But for now we can place a firehouse here. We'll also place a police station on the same corner. So this entire corner has all the city services. A lot of citizens are parking their vehicles on the road, so we require parking areas and advanced road services. So let's unlock them using the development points. I'll place our road maintenance depot on this corner. So first we'll place an alley and then just place a building in front of a coal plant. I think it looks good here. Now we require an emergency battery station. So let's add a road for it. This narrow road is extremely helpful, and this is something new in City Skylines 2. You can have those with mods in CS1, but it's nice to have this in the base game. Now let's add some parking spaces. We can place one parking area here. Now let's extend this main road. So this kind of small bugs are still present. I think over the period those will be taken care of. Also, this road tool has some minor issues related to snapping or the lock system. It feels too soft sometimes, and it needs to be more precise with road connections. This might be because I am new with the tool and I might get used to it over the period. Now here let's add another road, and we'll put some parking lots, and also we will make this as a commercial space. But right now we have reached Grand Village. It's the 4th milestone, and we have received around 1 million in cash, 4 development points and 6 additional tiles. We'll take a look at them later. But for now we will extend these roads on the waterfront. And here I'm planning to put some high density residential buildings. So let's connect this road back. We have also unlocked some parks. So let's add this campfire site just next to our water. Then let's add some medium density zoning here, or rather we will change it to low residential zoning. Let's also add some high density buildings near water since we have some demand for it. And now we have a total of 4 development points left. So let's unlock a water treatment plant so that we can get rid of our sewage pipes. We also can unlock this college since we have already placed elementary and high school in the city. So now let's add more grids to expand our city. We'll also upgrade this center road to 4-lane road and make it a collector because the traffic is increasing slowly. And also once we unlock large roads, then we will also upgrade this arterial. Let's place the water treatment plant here on the corner. We also require public transport for our citizens. So let's place a bus depot in the same area. So this entire area has all major service building for the city. Also let's add this alley connection to our roundabout. Unlike City Skylines 1, we will have to place the bus stop signs throughout the city where buses can then stop. We'll put signs on both the sides of the road. Then we can connect all of them using the bus line tool. You can see that the buses have left the bus depot from the small icons. Add some more low residency houses. And we also have the demand for offices. So we can build some roads next to this service area and place the office zone here. Also, we will add a small park here. And then we will place some residential buildings in these grids. I will also add the commercial zone on this corner. We have already unlocked crematorium, so we can place this in the same area where we have rest of the city services building. So currently we have 18 tiles unlocked. So let's purchase some land. This is also something I really liked about City Skylines 2. The tile size is small and you can purchase any tile you want. This really gives you a lot of flexibility to expand your city the way you want. Now let's extend this road and flatten the land. Now here I'm building a road which can take us to a forestry industry. We'll run a road through this forest and eventually we'll make a connection to our main industry road. Here I will use some alleys and just roam around through this forest land. We will add some small roads on which we can place our forestry building. So I will add some zones around it where you can see the green part. So once these connections are made, it will be more visible like this. We will place another building on this side. These grids are too bright and sometimes because of it is extremely difficult to see what you are building. I don't know if it's due to my graphic settings. Anyways, we also have this fertile land where we will put our livestock farming. And then we will extend this road and give a connection right back to our gravel road. And also connect it with our industry area. Here we will place a grain farm. Let's also add the zone for it. I will adjust the zoning properly in the detailing time lapse later. Let's also add a vegetable farm. Sometimes I struggle while setting up this zone. I think I will require some more time and practice with all these new tools. We have almost reached 4000 plus population. So now let's upgrade our city services. Some of the upgrades will be integrated in the building and some will work as an extension. So make sure to leave some space around your buildings. Otherwise you won't be able to place upgrades until you relocate or delete some roads around it. Like this. I will add more grades for our industrial area. Let's keep the roads ready so that whenever we have demand for industry zones, we can just place it here. Let's also add some industrial zoning for this grids. And now since we have some demand for office buildings, we can extend the grids here and put office in those grids. Let's also add some commercial buildings between these roads. This will help fill up the empty space. Now let's upgrade this cemetery. Once these upgrades are implemented, we can't remove them. You can either delete the building and replace all of it again, or you can move the building, but the upgrades will be permanent. That is it for the placement of the main buildings. Now we will do a quick detailing time lapse. And that is it for detailing. Now let's do a quick review of today's build. So the overall area looks amazing. We have different sections in the city. So we have industrial zone, we have commercial and residential zone here. We also have service area and then office area. We have also placed some farms and forestry industry. So we have almost all the initial things in the city. Also, I'm quite sure once we level up, we will unlock a lot of new buildings and then we can replace some of these buildings with skyscrapers or some other tall buildings. Here you can see parks and cemetery. I have added some detailing around it, and also I have added several parking lots around this. We also have this elementary school, and behind the elementary schools we have some upgrades as well as parks and playground and basketball court. Here we have a large parking area because we have some commercial buildings there, and then this high school building. A lot of these buildings are very detailed and nicely decorated, so it will be interesting to see asset creators using their creativity and produce some beautiful assets. Then we have this city services buildings, like for water, electricity. We have road maintenance depot. I have also placed some radio towers, and I have left some empty space where in the future we can build some more buildings. Here we also have some office buildings, and next we have few farms for livestock and grain. Here also we have a big farm, and just next to it we have some row houses and some medium density houses. Here we have this industry area along with a big landfill exactly in the center. Maybe in the future we can relocate once we acquire more tiles. And this is the forestry area. Here you can see that after some time the trees deplete. It is really gives a nice realistic touch. Also, these trees will change the color according to the season. Here we have another park with some parking areas and some commercial buildings. So it's small community. So I guess that is it for first episode of City Skylines. I'm sure we will be able to build some amazing cities together. If you have any questions or suggestions, then let me know in the comments. I will try my best to answer them. Also, I hope you enjoy the episode, and if you did, then don't forget to like and share my video. Also consider to subscribe to my channel to get more City Skylines 2 content.